Hello, friends and family. I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm Amanda Marasch, the director of the show, and as a member of Footlighters, I would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for tuning in to Fibber McGee and Molly making fudge. If you weren't aware, Footlighters is a non-profit organization that has been around for 57 years. And whether you're just tuning in for the first time or you've supported us over the years, we would like to thank you. Right now, our stages are dark, and we wanted to safely be able to bring the show to you. So whether you're watching or you're listening, again, we thank you. If you would like to reach out and support Footlighters, we have a donate button on our website, footlighters.org, and we also will have a link below in the comments here on YouTube. If you'd like to mail us a donation, we are at 802 York Street, Newport, Kentucky, 41071. And without further introduction, Footlighters proudly presents Fibber McGee and Molly making fudge. Enjoy.
Tune on in, how you been? When's the last time that you grinned? Even though life's been slow, welcome all to our show. Our fabulous cast directed by Amanda Marasch, written by Don Quinn and Gillespie, produced by Amanda Shumate, music by Nassida and the Java Jive. Ladies and gents, Footlighters presents Fibber McGee and Molly making fudge. Schneider's Sweets, you better open up and look down on Schneider's Sweets. Schneider's Sweets, I tell you, Schneider's Sweets have chocolate made by any treat to give you a treat. And if your day's been hard and your night's been slow and your sweet tooth is telling you where to go, then I guess you'll know where you gotta go is to Schneider's Sweet Shop.
Say, have you been down to Schneider's Sweet Shop in Bellevue, Kentucky? Schneider's has been serving the greater Cincinnati and northern Kentucky area since 1939. Jack and Kathy Schneider are using the same equipment, methods, and time-tested recipes used by Jack's father, Robert Schneider Sr. They make all of their own chocolates and cream candies right on the premises. They offer a wide assortment of chocolates, fudges, caramels, and much more. Have you had the opera creams? Opera cream, a delicious white creamy center made with pure cream, milk, and sugar coated in mouth-watering milk or dark chocolate. Schneider's Sweet Shop is the perfect place to treat your taste buds with the quality flavors you remember from years ago. But we're here today to discuss their delicious chocolate fudge. Open wide, bite down on those goodies. And here, Just home with a bright big bag of this confection, we find Molly of Fibber McGee and Molly.
McGee, you know what I got at Schneider's sweet shop?
Don't tell me you bought some of that terrible quick drying fountain ink at Schneider's. That stuff is terrible.
Do they carry ink now?
I had some of that on my last trip to Peoria. And you know how you always shake your pen at the hotel wall to see if the ink is flowing right?
Yes.
Well, that stuff dries before it hits the wall. Rattles against the wallpaper like you were throwing buckshots.
Well, that's too bad, but that isn't what I started to tell you. Schneider's is having a special sale.
They're always having a special sale. They think a 1-cent sale means giving you 4 pennies for a nickel.
Yeah, but this was a sale on their...
Some of these places' idea of a bargain is giving you 2 something you don't want with something you gotta have for half again what you have to pay if you went someplace you'd rather go if it wasn't raining.
Now look, dearie, would you stop interrupting me a minute?
Huh?
Telling you something is like trying to lie on your back and play badminton with hailstones.
I'm sorry, Molly. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead and talk.
Thank you. I was just going to say that I bought some...
You know, I hate it. The guy that won't let the other guy talk.
I know that. That's why I'm trying to tell you that
That's what it is. He thinks what he has to say is so much more important than what the other guy is saying. He just can't keep his big fat mouth shut.
Exactly. Now then, when I was down at Schneider's sweet shop, For goodness sake, McGee, will you let me talk?
Well, that wasn't me, Molly. That was the doorbell.
What? Oh, pardon me. Come in.
Mrs. McGee?
Yes?
I'm your new neighbor next door.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Well, thank you ever so. A beautiful home. You two seem very kind. So if we should go away for a few days, would you take care of our boxer?
Oh, you betcha. I'm very fond of dogs.
He is?
Oh, this isn't a dog. It's our cousin, Punchy McClathy. Thank you so very much.
My goodness, did you ever hear of Punchy McClathy, McGee?
Sure. 6 feet of fighting scar tissue who couldn't batter his way out of a hairnet. Known in prize circles as the Waltz King. Run into more dives than an NP in Paris. Made a will leaving his jaw to Libby Owens Glass Company. But tell me, kiddo, what were you saying about Schneider's? You got me interested.
Well, this morning I had a terrific desire for some good chocolate fudge. So
Fudge? Well, why didn't you say so? Don't give it another thought, Snooky. I'll whip you up a batch of fudge the old-fashioned kind.
Oh, please, McGee, you don't have to make me any fudge because I already bought...
Your wish is my command, madam. You say you're hungry for fudge, so you get fudge. Now then, what do I need to make fudge? Cocoa, eggs? Eggs! No, I don't eat eggs. Hand me the phone. I gotta call the grocery.
Here, but now listen, dear.
Chop, cheese, and chives is where we choose cheese and cheer. Come in for a chat, our prices are good to get the groceries you'll need in your neighborhood. We got supplies for your chores and food to chew. You'll find it all at Chop, Cheese, and Chives.
Chop, Cheese, and Chives, the 3 C's storefront located at 420 Madison Avenue, is a butcher and grocer right in the heart of your Covington neighborhood. When Charlotte, the owner, was given the opportunity to transform the old economy meat market, she felt this was an adventure that could not be passed up. April runs the meat and deli counter while taking care of all their grinding needs. The butcher has been cutting meat for over 40 years now. They make their own ground beef products from grass-fed cows, plus ground sausage and Mets in-house. Their deli has a growing selection of cheeses. They also have their old-fashioned lunch meats, specialty butcher meats, neck bones, pig's feet, and jowl bacon for the carbonara sauce. Dutch loaf, pepper loaf, and souse meats, plus a growing selection of local products from honey to relish and jams. They even carry local flour. Looking for artisanal, locally made, U.S. sourced dog food to treat your pooch? They have that too. Their entire deli in case is made in-house, like your grandma used to do, with real ingredients and lots of love. They provide fruits, fresh local bread, vegetables, local specialty mushrooms like papanillo, snow, and chestnut. And of course, they have the basics too. Paper towels, dish soap, garbage bags, oils, flour, milk, spices, sauces, and pastas. They like pasta. Thirsty? They carry red cream soda, butterscotch beer, and maraschino cherry Coke, plus Dad's and Frosty's sweet, refreshing soda pop. They've got you covered. If they don't carry it, just ask and they'll try to get it in. Skip the big stores and shop locally. It allows you to shop with Mom and Pop.
Hello, operator. Give me chops, cheese, and chives grocer. Say, is that Myrtle? How is every little thing, Myrt? What say, Myrt? Your married sister? In a delicate condition, huh?
Oh, isn't that nice?
No. She was studying ballet and got her foot caught behind her neck. What say, Myrt? Yeah, the grocery store. Thanks. Hello, chops, cheese, and chives? Fibber McGee speaking. I just called to order some eggs, but I happen to think you don't need eggs to make fudge, so forget the whole thing. Molly, can you come in here a tick?
McGee, for the last time.
It probably won't be the last time. When you fling a fang into this fudge I'm going to make, you'll realize the chief of the Waldorf takes lessons from me.
That's pronounced chef, dearie.
It is? Well, when I was in the Army, I cooked a mess of baked beans for the commander-in-chief.
That's chief.
I cooked a mess of beans for the commander-in-chief that were so wonderful, he wanted to know the name of the chief that had cooked them.
Chef.
The chef had cooked them, so I told the commander-in-chief.
Chief!
Where's my saucepan? Ah, here we are.
Those are frying pans, McGee.
So what? Didn't you ever eat any fried fudge? Frying brings out all the delicate.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to bring you some exciting news. In the very near future, Footlighters Theater is bringing you a brand new song cycle. This is something you've never heard before. Music by our own Matthew Nassida and lyrics by Lexi Rigsby. And because we adore you and your support, we have a surprise guest for you tonight. Amanda Marasch is here from the Song Cycle, and she's going to give you a preview of the show. Here she is, singing a sneak peek, Love Root.
Dear Timothy, I didn't want to be the girl that always writes, but you just left me here alone for sleepless nights. So I'm writing to you, now on the train you left, to keep me close to you just when I thought I was bereft. So as my poor heart aches, as it takes you far away, here is what I have to say. Hit it. Hop where we met, I've never felt so free. Now you twist off my shoes until you come back home to me. When you got down on one knee and promised me that ring, it wasn't till we wed that we had our special fling. Come get me 8:30, let's go out dancing and stay out too late. 'Cause battles are coming, let's send those bad guys running. And though I know that it gets cold down on that valiant field, you'd be quite happy to know that inside this envelope I've sealed all my love and admiration for you. till I see you again, love. Dear Timothy, you got a job at the mill with my best friend Nance. They say that women should stand up and take a stand, and building engines will be fun when I know it's helping you. But dear, your letters barely come. I feel my heart is split in two. The news is getting graphic, gunshots ringing in my ear. I can't go on much longer, I won't give in to the fear. So I'll wait for your next letter, please don't make me wait much more. I just lie awake at night hoping that you'll walk through my door. Freedom is smelling like oil and grime. Is this America's youth in its prime? But for the boys of the red, white, and blue, the one that I put all my faith in is you. P.S. When you get back home, I got a surprise. Till I see you again, love, Ruth.
Stay tuned September 18th, 19th, and 20th to see what that surprise might be. I can't wait to see the whole thing. Thank you, Amanda and Matthew and Lexi, well, wherever you are. We welcome that kind of interruption anytime. If you would like to donate to Footlighters Theater and the Arts, please go to our site, footlighters.org. What's it, .org? And look for Support Us and Donate. Every dime and nickel helps. We thank you.
Well, well, well. Sounds like McGee is stirring up trouble in the kitchen. He's twisting himself into knots. Speaking of twisting yourself into knots,
Where's the salty, sweet, and spicy ace in town? We'll tell you where to find the greatest pretzel place around. In Bellevue, where they make and never break to bake it right. Just for you. Pretzel place, the pretzel place.
Hey, what are we keeping this for?
That's a colander.
Well, it's full of holes. I only want the best equipment in any kitchen of mine. Throw that thing out the window.
Certainly.
Thanks. Now then, a double boiler.
What? A double boiler?
I always boil my fudge twice.
Ah.
Now, let me see. Salt, pepper.
the pretzel place, 411 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky, serves up the most delicious pretzel sandwich a pal can ask for. Made fresh right there in the store. If you want your pretzel bread the way Mom used to bake it, order the original salted sandwich. If you want a little more spice in your life, choose the jalapeno. All the delicious fixins are made to order. Turkey, pepperoni, chicken salad, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, sesame seeds. You choose. And bring the kids. This family-friendly restaurant has a mini pretzel box for the kiddos. Pick your chips and pick your pop for the perfect lunch combo. You will always be greeted with a smile and will leave with a happy tummy. Did I mention that they make mini dessert pretzels? Daily soup specials? Want your order to go? Give them a call and they will have your order ready as soon as possible. Want them to cater your event? As you wish.
Is your mouth watering yet? Mine is. Thank you, Pretzel Place. And now, let's see how things are cooking with Fibber McGee and Molly.
Boy, this fudge is going to be good. Get a load of that smooth, creamy consistency. Look at that rich brown color.
Yup. like the back of an old boxing glove.
If this turns out as good as I suspect, I might put it on the market. Fibber's Fine Fudge.
Oh, my.
Just see the billboards. Feeling foul, folks? Why fret, fume, or fuss? Feed your face with a fistful of Fibber's Fine Fudge.
If feeling low with work and drudgery, drop in on Fibber's Fancy Fudgery.
That's great, Molly, great. Why, I'll have my fudge in every drugstore at every place. By George, I'll be the king of fudge. Come in.
Oh, it's Mayor Latrivia, out here in the kitchen, Your Honor.
Hello, Molly. Hello, McGee.
Hi, Latrivia. Have a chair and watch a master confectioner confect a confection.
What witch's brew are you concocting there, McGee? If you're working on synthetic rubber, don't go any further. A set of tires that smells like that would set the automotive industry back 75 years.
He's making fudge, Your Honor.
Oh, fudge.
What was that last crack, Latrivia?
I merely said, oh, fudge, indicating that I have, with my usual perspicacity, grasped the situation.
Oh.
May I make a suggestion?
Certainly, Mr. Mayor.
Every time I drop in for a friendly chat, we seem to conclude with some unseemly conversational brawl. Now, let us, for once, not get into an argument.
It's okay with me, Latriv. I'm a peaceful citizen. I can get along with anybody.
Well, now isn't that nice?
Splendid, splendid. People who go around with chips on their shoulders shouldn't.
Leave my father out of this, Latrivia.
Your father? What did I say about your father?
His father was a carpenter, Mr. Mayor.
And just because an honest cabinet maker has a few chips on his shoulder doesn't give you the right to...
I was speaking in a rhetorical sense, McGee. I didn't mean actual chips.
You mean my father used phony chips? Now, just a darn minute, Latrivia. There's no more honest people in the world than carpenters, and furthermore...
Say a word about carpenters. You brought that up.
No, he brought McGee up.
I mean, a chipper, a common honester. When a man has a chip on his father...
Stop shouting at my wife, Latrivia.
I was not shouting! I was not shouting at your wife.
Well, who were you shouting at, Mr. Mayor?
At your husband.
Speak up, Latrivia, speak up. Quit mumbling.
I was only trying to... What I attempted... I was hoping that for once... McGee, would you like me?
Why, of course he likes you, Mr. Mayor.
You're a fine chap, Latrivia. Inclined to fly off the handle now and then, like a cheap hatchet. But a fine chap.
Thank you. Then, before I leave, may I tell you something you've never said to anyone?
Why, of course, Your Honor.
What is it, old man?
Simply this, McGee. You have dripped that horrible mess of fudge all over the front of your shirt and pants. And on you, it looks good.
I suppose he doesn't like carpenters, sis.
Sis? Now that must be your stomach growling and your feet tapping. I'll call Sis's later tonight to find out who's playing.
The food there is just so great. If you ever go down to Sis's for a plate of home-cooked meals made for you at Sis's, and you know what you'll eat's a treat. If you take yourself down to Sis's
Sis's Family Restaurant on Monmouth in Newport, Kentucky is a favorite among local residents, business owners, and visitors to the city. Sis's is located at 837 Monmouth Street and famous for its cozy atmosphere, home-cooked food, and live music every night at 7 p.m. Each time you order a fresh steaming cup of coffee, you'll be served in a different coffee cup. Feels like home with brick walls and country music's biggest stars framed on every wall. Have you tried their Texas melt? Close your eyes and picture a boneless chicken breast with tons of onions slathered in cheese and barbecue sauce served between grilled Texas toast. It's served with a side of thick, hot, delicious fries. In the mood for ribs? Order a half rack. How about a burger to bite into? And the scalloped potatoes? Yum! Sis's offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They even open early on the weekend for early risers. If you need your eggs and get a fix first thing in the morning, this is the place. Be sure to reserve a table for dinner. Great food, great music, great prices, great people.
Well, that may be. Oh, McGee, you've spilled that stuff all over the floor.
Ah, so what? We'll just call Grime Stopper Services.
Grime Stoppers Cleaning Services, operating in the greater Cincinnati area. Lose the mop. They'll clean the slop. Neat and tidy are their middle names. Your home, cleaned your way. Call today. They're offering free home consultations. 859-992-3514. Grime Stoppers Cleaning Services, where your clean home is their business. You'll be swept away. One call cleans it all.
Hey, is anybody home?
Out here in the kitchen, Mrs. Wilcox.
Oh, hello.
Hello, pal. Hello, Molly.
Hello, Mrs. Wilcox. Do you like fudge?
Is that what he's making there?
Yes.
No.
Am I to take that as a reflection on my cooking?
If the shoe fits, pal. Gee, I wish you had a copy of my cookbook.
Your cookbook?
I never knew you were interested in cooking, Mrs. Wilcox. Family recipes, are they?
No, I just stole them here and there. You know the old saying, if you steal from one author, it's plagiarism. But if you steal from everybody, it's research. Well, mine's research.
Now, looky here, gal. I know you, and I know you've got a gimmick in there someplace.
Well, there was one little device I thought of that's interesting.
Stand by, McGee.
Here it comes.
Well, you see, every time I mention milk, frozen veggies, and ice cream, or anything that's liable to chill you to the bone, I add a footnote that says, if you're chilled to the bone, Dixie Chili is your hoppin' hot spot. In the footnote, it says,
Dixie Chili really fills me up with such glee that I be free all day. So I sit and eat at Dixie. There's no Trixie. I'm at Dixie Chili and coffee. Since like my dear old mama used to make. And I can't wait until I eat at Dixie Chili once again.
Founded in 1929 by Nicholas D. Sarakatsanis, Dixie Chili set the standard for quality food at reasonable prices. Papa Nick developed his secret chili recipe using only the highest quality ingredients, 96% fat-free beef chuck. Wisconsin cheddar cheese, Bermuda onions, and 100% semolina wheat spaghetti. He passed the recipe down to his sons, George, Chris, Panny, and Spiros, who continue to serve the delicious and nutritious chili Nick served back in 1929, fresh from the kettle every day. 1-way, 2-way, 3-way, 4-way, 5-way, 6-way. Order up. Hot dogs, spaghetti noodles, aged cheddar cheese, chopped sweet onions, pinto beans, fresh chopped garlic, hot potatoes. They got you covered with chili. And wait until you taste a Coney Island. A hot dog in a steamed bun, touched with mustard and covered with their spicy chili, hand-chopped sweet onions, and, for those who insist on everything in life, shredded cheddar cheese. People who know chili believe Papa Nick perfected what is now called Cincinnati-style chili. Dixie Chili and Deli proudly continues to serve his famous recipe to chili lovers throughout the greater Cincinnati area and will continue to do so for generations to come.
Well, that's a very unobjectionable reminder, I'd say.
Yeah, that's a vicious part of this gal's approach, Molly. She sneaks up on you like Aunt Teffy's elderberry wine.
If I said it once, I've said it 6 to 10 times. And hey, what time is it?
6 to 10.
Oh, gee, I gotta go. I'll see you later, folks.
Hey. Don't you want to wait and have some fudge?
No, thanks.
I always thought you had a sweet tooth, Mrs. Wilcox.
Well, I have, but my sweet tooth takes advice from my wisdom tooth. So long now.
Dearie, move aside while I wipe up that spilled fudge.
Okay, I gotta beat this pan for a little more anyways. You know, this baking soda don't mix in very good.
Baking soda? Did you put baking soda in that fudge?
Oh, sure. It makes it light and fluffy. And the vinegar gives it that sharp, tangy snap.
Vinegar? Oh, now, McGee, you don't put everything into fudge?
I didn't put everything into it. Look at all that stuff on the shelf there I didn't use. Celery salt, onion flakes, horseradish. Hey, horseradish!
No, no.
Okay.
Don't stir so hard, dearie. You keep spilling it.
Okay, I'll take it out on the back porch and whip it. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I want to go. That his name is Jack, but he got so homesick I had to give him back.
Oh, hi, mister.
Oh, hi, Teeny. Now, don't get too close to me now. I might splash some of this on you.
Gee, what you making, mister, huh? What you making, huh? What ya?
Fudge.
Oh, boy. Gee, I love fudge.
You do, hey?
Hmm?
I says you do, hey?
Do what?
Love fudge.
I know it.
Ah, take a gander at that. Beautiful. Have you ever seen fudge that color before?
I bet I never saw anything that color before.
Well, making good fudge is a fine art.
Mm-hmm.
Ever tell you why they call it fudge?
No.
Well, hundreds of years ago, there was a family of little elves lived inside a great big forest. Do you know what an elf is?
Sure I do, I bet you.
Well, one day the chief of the elves, a little fellow named Eggduff, goes out for a beetleback ride, and he falls off his beetle and gets lost.
Oh.
He wanders around getting hungrier and hungrier until he comes to a place where some human beings are having a picnic.
Oh, how did he know human beings had been there, mister? How did he?
Well, because the grass was all torn up and the trees had initials carved all over them and there were tin cans laying around and old newspapers and like that there.
Oh.
Nobody makes a mess like that except human beings.
Oh.
So see, little Eggduff climbs around looking for something to eat and he finds a little crumb of brown candy and he eats it. It's delicious. And he eats some more.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets so much strength and energy, he walks right straight home again without any trouble.
Oh, gee, goody.
He tells all the other elves about the wonderful stuff he found, and they all want some. So, being a bright little elf, Eggduff gets a bee to bring him some honey, a few milkweed plants to get some milk, and makes a batch of the finest fudge you ever saw.
Aw. Where did he get the chocolate, mister?
Well, they got, they got it, all right? Anyway, the elves got to like fudge so much, they were so grateful to Eggduff. Do you know what they did?
Sure.
Huh?
They called it fudge on account that's Eggduff spelled backwards.
What?
Well, I gotta go now. So long, mister.
Well, of all the point killers I've ever heard, I still think that kid's wise beyond her years.
From Philly
Pompilios, Pompilios, the stuff Italian dreams are made of. At Pompilios, Pompilios. You've never had a better restaurant by far. And if you're looking for some old-fashioned sauce for that spaghetti, then you best take yourself all the way down. From there to Levy, then you'll find there's no place better around. And now you're belly out to Pompilios.
Pompilios has been serving authentic Italian cuisine at its historic Newport, Kentucky restaurant since Prohibition. Families bring their second and third generations into the dining room. Out-of-towners take in the history and the food, and regulars sit at the bar enjoying the stories and drinks that have kept them coming back for years. An Italian restaurant with a Kentucky flair, set in a historic neighborhood where everybody knows your name, as well as your father, your mother, and probably at least one of your grandparents. Their old-world recipes and fresh ingredients keep folks coming in. You can also give them a call, and they'll deliver. Pompilios hosts the full gamut of humankind. Celebrities and the undiscovered, mobsters, bookies, gamblers, sports players, birthday parties, the third shifters, and the late-night roller crowd. Through the years, there have been good times and bad, but 6 or 7 days a week, for years on end, Pompilios has been an oasis for the hungry and the thirsty in the greater Cincinnati area. Mangia.
We interrupt this program to bring you a different kind of treat. Miss Emily Carroll will be singing for us tonight, folks. Here is Emily Carroll and the Emily Carroll Trio.
Every night while I'm undressing, saying my prayers and nightly confessing, I can hear her licks from a set of drums upstairs. Well, it couldn't be Johnny, 'cause he isn't there. Johnny's overseas, we know not where. But believe it or not, every night on the dot, I can hear a tenor drum say, Billy Dick, tick tock. When's that character coming back? When's that kid in the G.I. gonna choo-choo down the track? Poor old me, I'm beast to me, and the river seems starting to rust. Look at these sticks trying to take out the licks, they're covered with an inch of dust. People dust, Billy tick tack. When's that character coming back? When's that boy with the jumping jaw gonna launch that last attack? If you roll like a drumstick, chewing on a gum stick, Jack will soon have a Japanese journey and be the black symbol on the music ride. Billy tick tack. When's that character coming back? When's that boy with the jumping jaw gonna launch that last attack? If you roll like a drumstick, chewing on a gum stick, Jack will soon have Japanese journey and be the black symbol on the music ride. Billy Dick, tick tack. Billy Dick, tick tack. Billy Dick, tick tack. When's that character coming back, Mom?
Thank you, Emily. You are the pride of our troops.
Speaking of pride, what's Fibber got cooking? Let's head back to the kitchen to see. Now, hey, what's that McGee singing?
Oh, I had a little donkey, and his name was Pete. Snuggled up to people and kicked him in the teeth. Oh!
Early days, McGee. Haven't you finished making the fudge yet?
Huh? Not quite. I had to boil it over again.
Why?
I couldn't taste the mint sauce.
Mince sauce? McGee, this is going to be the most horrible
Now. Take it easy. Hand me the vanilla, will you please?
Certainly, sir. Here you are.
Thank you. Now, that ought to do it.
It really should. Oh, McGee, for goodness sake.
Come in.
Who is it?
Dr. Gamble, Molly, where are you?
Oh, we're out in the kitchen, Doc. Come on out.
Well, well, this is a happy little domestic scene. You look cute in that apron, McGee.
He's making a batch of fudge, Doctor.
Oh, gee, smells swell. Let me stir a while, McGee.
Okay, Doc, come on. You stir 5 minutes, and I'll stir 5 minutes.
Oh, for goodness sake. Here, Doctor, here's an apron for you, too.
You interested in cooking, Doc?
Oh, I love it.
I got a great little recipe for barbecue meatballs with wild rice. You see, you get yourself a pig.
Well, wait till you try my spinach ring.
Huh?
And my salami cacciatore. Brother, you haven't lived till you've tasted that. Now look, first you add a little dry sherry.
Oh, no. I never use dry sherry, Doc.
No?
Always wet sherry. Dry sherry.
Now, look, boys, am I in the way here? I can just as well go back out and smoke a cigar.
No, you stick around, Molly. Say, isn't that fudge done yet, McGee? It's getting hard.
Oh, let me tap on it.
Yup, it's hard, all right. Sunk like a mother's heart at Henry's first haircut.
It's done, Doc. It's done. Here, I'll put it out on this pan.
Boy, oh boy, that really looks, marvelous, McGee. That's the only green and purple fudge I ever saw.
Much obliged for helping me, Doc. You can have the first taste of it when it gets cool.
Oh, no. It's your recipe. You are entitled to the first bite.
Oh, no. You're the guest. You first.
Well, let's compromise. We'll let Molly have the first bite.
No, you don't. No.
Why, Molly, I made this just for you. Gee whiz, all the trouble I went to because you were hungry for some good homemade fudge.
All right. Now get out of my kitchen, both of you. I'll let you know when it's cool. I've got to clean up in here.
Well, okay, Molly. Say, come on, McGee. I want to tell you about my venison.
And I want to give you my recipe for pineapple upside-down muffins, Doc.
Oh, yeah?
First, you take a pineapple.
Uh-huh.
Then you turn it upside down.
Oh, dear. There goes a good kid. 2 good kids, in fact. Too good to be on the receiving end of what's on this plate. First, I'll dump out this murder mystery. And put the fudge I bought at Schneider's Sweet Shop on the plate. There we are. 3 lives saved. All right, boys, the fudge is cool. Come and get it. Ah, the patter of little feet.
Well, it didn't take long to cool off, did it?
Of course not. I had sense enough to throw in some ice cubes the last time I checked it. This looks wonderful, Molly. I'm sure it changes colors when it gets cool, don't it?
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Ah, that's as fine a platter of goodies as I ever surveyed. McGee, you're wonderful.
I told you it would be okay when it got cool. Have a piece, Doc.
Thanks. Molly?
Thank you.
My gosh, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's the best fudge I ever ate.
It's simply grand, McGee.
Well, I'm glad you like it, folks. Make it some anytime you like. It's a wonderful recipe I made up, if I do say so myself. And you know the most miraculous thing about it?
No.
What?
When it cools off. It's even got nuts in it.
That McGee is nuts, isn't he, folks?
Well, I'll tell you who else is nuts. Anyone who hasn't headed down to Schneider's Sweet Shop for some of those homemade sweets. Schneider's candies make great gifts for any occasion or holiday. These would include a beautiful heart for Valentine's Day, a personalized egg at Easter, homemade caramel apples in the fall, and assorted chocolates or opera creams for all your Christmas or any holiday need. Don't forget the flavored ice balls with the ice cream waiting for you on the inside. The perfect way to cool yourself down in the hot summer sun. No order is too large. They will gift wrap it and safely pack it to ship to a location of your choice nationwide. Schneider's Sweet Shop is the perfect place to treat your taste buds with the quality flavors you remember from years ago. Open wide and bite down on those goodies. Oh, and got a dime and a nickel? Look for their candy counter down at 420 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky.
Schneider's Sweet Shop.
Well, folks, that's our show for tonight.
Footlighters Theater wishes to thank the important people that made this show possible.
Schneider's Sweet Shop, The Pretzel Place, Sis's, Chops, Cheese, and Chives,
Pompilio's, Dixie Chili, and Grime Stoppers Cleaning Services. Thank you again from the bottom of our hearts to your living rooms.
Hey, Molly, is that fudge all gone? By the way, you started to tell me something that you got at Schneider's Sweet Shop. What was it?
Well, now, let me think. I had it on the tip of my tongue just a minute ago.
Never mind. Good night.
Good night, doll.
Remember, if you would like to show us your applause and support, visit our site at footlighters.org. Just don't get that. Find Support Us and then donate. Every dime and nickel counts. We thank you. This is Footlighters Theater welcoming you to join us the next time. Thanks for tuning in and have a great rest of your day.